necessarily against these two men's teams, as the SaberCats have an 8-2 edge. Both of those victories that the Eagles have achieved over the SaberCats came in overtime, including earlier this season in December at the Faith Christmas Classic on December 11th. The Eagles came away with an 84-74 victory in overtime. The SaberCats had the fourth quarter lead and let it slip away with a last-second shot that sent it into overtime, where they were absolutely useless on offense and ended up losing by 10. Eagles take the early possession here and work it around. A three-man weave, getting everybody in the action. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. The shot goes up and it's good. Jared Pearson opens the scoring for the Eagles. They used all the shot clock on that one. Finally found a shot worth taking, and Pearson put it home. Mayhack. Jed Mayhack gets a corner and drives in for the layup. Deep three. No good. Rebound bounces around. Sanders is there, pulls it away, and they're going to call a tie-up before he yanked it away. It was awfully a quick whistle. And that will be the SaberCats ball. The world's finest possession arrow had it wrong because the Eagles did control the tip, and the Eagles come out for some full court man-to-man pressure, which Moultrie will have no trouble as Josh Davis provides a strong screen and then rolls away from it. Malachi Herbster now at the top of the key, drives down, finds Mayhack in the corner. It's, oh, so close. But Davis tracks it down. Now Herbster calling for strong in the post, has it knocked away and touched by the Eagles player as he was standing out of bounds. And so the SaberCats, with 11 seconds left on the shot clock, will inbound under their own basket. Sanders with the ball. Little shot clock clarification by the official. Inbounded to Davis. Josh Davis, no relation. Sanders calling for a pick. Long three. Oh, come on! That's not fair. Aaron Sanders shot that ball from the red line. Oh, that was absolutely ridiculous. Long three-pointer for Aaron Sanders, and he's fired up. Eagles pass up on a couple of shots deep in their own lane. And now looking for options with 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Three-pointer, no good. Didn't really have a chance to set his feet, but it's tracked down by Sidlinger. And now another deep three, no good. And Herbster is there for the rebound. As the Eagles hit the floor, a long pass ahead to Moultrie. He's got Mayhack in the corner. Jed thinks about a three, instead goes baseline, fouled, no call. Now inside to Herbster, bounce off his hand. And the SaberCats turn it over. Seems like Mayhack was hit pretty hard on that drive. Sanders with some great defense and tries to tiptoes, keep it in bounds. But instead they're going to say he was on the line just by a millimeter. The referee was right on it. And the Eagles will inbound. Falls to the top of the key, deep three, no good. Bounces out of bounds. And the SaberCats will take over. Jace Gergen, his three-pointer, no good. Little pressure here. Inbounded to Sanders. No trouble for him once he gets possession of the ball. And Gergen backs away. SaberCats up by 3. There's Moultrie looking for Davis. Little lob over the top would have him in the key. Now Mayhack drives into the lane, gets it to go. They're going to call a charge. Oh, a tough call. I'm going to say that Mayhack charged. He was just outside the area, set up with defensive position. And that is a rough one. Hard to handle. As Mayhack had driven in strong and scored the bucket, but had it wiped off the scoreboard with the offensive foul, his first. Good defense by both teams, denying the easy buckets. Here's a reverse layup by James Busenitz, the freshman from Burns, Kansas. Sanders from three again. Why not? Let's go, Aaron Sanders. 2 deep threes. Get him hot. Boyer drives into the lane, hands it off to Pearson. Pearson goes to work inside, puts up the shot, and gets it to go. Malachi Herbster provides the high screen. He'll roll off that screen, and Sanders looks for him. Finds it underneath, but the pass is too strong. Off Herbster's hands, and out of bounds, they'll turn it over. That was a very strong pass from Aaron Sanders inside. Had to put some mustard on that one. And Herbster unable to bring it in. The student section is in the house today for this 4 o'clock start. It's a beautiful day here in Watertown, Wisconsin. As Sidlinger gets that one to go. I'm sorry, Jared Pearson. And they tie it up at 8. These two teams met very early in the young season in December. That probably should have been a foul on Sanders as he knocked over the ball carrier, but he maintained possession and now loses it out of bounds, does James Busenitz. And since their previous matchup was so early in the season, it's really hard to tell how this one will turn out. Can't learn too much from a game that was more than 2 months ago. But a couple of other indications. Maranatha lost to Emmaus earlier this season as well. And the Eagles have beat them pretty well twice. Herbster blocks him off underneath, and now it's out to Sidlinger for 3. Rattles in and out. Put back attempt no good, and Herbster comes down with the rebound. Sanders says let's reset. Moultrie brings it ahead. Coach Borkhardt giving his starters some pretty good minutes here to begin the game. Here's Moultrie driving the baseline. Gets it to go. Nice little move that time by Caleb Moultrie. As Woodward and Cooper set to check in at the next stoppage. Deep 3, no good. Bounces high, and Mayhack goes up to get it. He's knocked to the floor, and they're going to call a travel on the rebound. It's always tough when it's the contact that puts a guy on the floor, and yet they don't call the foul. They instead call a travel. World's finest event staff out to clean up any sweat on the floor. Safety first. Gergen at the top of the key. Gets it to Sidlinger. Back to Gergen. Sidlinger. Gergen. 2-man game right now. Back and forth. Now they get Boyer into it, and he loses the handle. They're going to say he was fouled. Fouls on Malachi Herbster, his first. Inbounded into the corner. 3-pointer, no good. Rebound is up. Taken away by Hecker. And Josh Davis tracks it down, gets it to Herbster, or gets it over to Sanders to bring it up the floor. Aaron Sanders dribbles to his left, off the screen. Davis rolls. They get it to him in the lane. Now it's kicked out for Cooper's free. No good. Davis jumps high for the rebound. Now scrambles loose on the floor. It's bouncing around. It'll be off the SaberCats last. Davis doesn't like the call. Probably a good one, though. I do think the SaberCats got it last as it went out of bounds. And the Eagles take over down by 2. 13:25 left here in the first half. Sidlinger. Deep three for Pearson, no good. Davis there on the rebound, harassed by Pearson, gets it away to Sanders. Sanders has Cooper and nobody else. Now Woodward comes in late, gets it to Herbster down low. Herbster finds Davis for three. He can shoot these. No good. Cooper gets in there, taps it back. But Boyer comes away with it for the Eagles. Gergen down the lane, walked. Yes, he did. Oh, but they're going to call the foul on Cooper, so he got him on the arm. Gergen went to the floor. Pearson, back to Gergen. Boyer, stolen away by Davis. Good defensive hands, gets it to Sanders. Sanders off the screen from Cooper. Drives baseline, gets it up. He'll go to the line for two. Fouls on Andy Hecker, his first. Rattles in the first. Second one bounces around and finally goes through. Caleb Moultrie checks back in, gives Sanders a breather. Good minutes from him. He has been solid in this matchup so far. Inside now, they find Sidlinger on the baseline, back out front. There's Pearson, goes up, knocked away, and Davis comes down with the rebound. You got Woodward and Moultrie in the backcourt with Cooper. Davis and Noah Jensen checking in underneath. Moultrie gets him started, Cooper on the wing. Jensen comes across, now flashes down the lane. Woodward through his legs, stolen away. Long pass up the court, finds Pearson, runs into Cooper. Boyer is there. Fortuitous glancing off the defender, and Boyer grabbed it and threw it in. The lead is 2 for the SaberCats. Off Jensen's screen, here's Woodward down the lane. Again poked away, gets it back this time. Bounce pass to Cooper, fakes the three, now drives down the lane, and his finger roll won't go. Long pass ahead to Pearson, goes up strong, and scores. That ties it up for the Eagles at 12. Jensen goes to work, down the block. Slid his pivot foot. He was expecting more contact behind him. Defender kind of olayed out of the way. He rocked back on his heels, and in doing so, his pivot foot slid. His post move just wasn't quite good enough to convert that time down the court. He's got some great post moves. See if he can clean it up here. Get another opportunity. SaberCats in a 2-3 zone. Long shot from Gergen, makes them pay. They weren't extended far enough out on the floor to prevent that three-pointer. That was a poor defensive set that time by the SaberCats, a little too obvious, a little too deliberate. There's Cooper off the screen, now the roll, finds Mayhack down low. Couldn't get a clean grip on it. They'll reset. Here's Moultrie at the top. Now Woodward's got a little space, drives right away, gets it to Jensen, see if he can go to work. He's got it in the lane, pours it up, and oh, it just will not go in. It's a good opportunity, a strong play by Jensen, just could not get that one to go in. It's good to see Noah Jensen's brother plays for Community Christian in Saginaw, Michigan. They were here last weekend for an invitational tournament. And his brother is a baller as well. Saginaw Sensation 2.0 in the works. As the Eagles go up by 3 with that bucket and call timeout just under 10. They lead 15-12, 9:52 here in the first.
You don't know your future, but we do know where you can begin.
Back on the court, 9:52 left to play here in the first half. I'll get it right. Inbounded to Moultrie. Jensen screens and rolls, not quick enough, and it's given away. Fouls on the floor. Noah's traveled, turns it over. Andy Hecker traveled, and Davis and Sanders will check in for Cooper and Jensen. Jensen, a couple of good looks at it, but just couldn't get them to go. So far, Sanders, the leading scorer with 8. Mayhack and Moultrie with a bucket each. Pearson leads with 8 for the Eagles, and their lead is 18-12, is 6 points. See if the SaberCats can close that back down on this trip down the floor. Here's Malachi Herbster, has it stripped away. Out of bounds. See if they can get Malachi Herbster into this. And no buckets yet for Malachi. He's had a couple of strong opportunities. None of them have gone in. Nice pass inside to Moultrie, but he's blocked with the foul. They say there's a push. And Hecker is called for that foul. Moultrie goes to the line shooting 2. Good on the first. And the second one rattles out, but Malachi Herbster there with a strong offensive board. Can't get it to go, lots of contact. He's frustrated, just cannot convert. He's having a little frustrating night so far offensively. See if they can get the big man going. As goes Herbster, go the SaberCats. And he traveled again. Hecker turns it over. Stuttered on that pivot foot. And into the ball game, Carson Odell. Pretty sure I recognize this guy from the soccer field. As two SaberCats collide from the logo, Aaron Sanders goes downtown, can't get that one to go. A little too strong. Flashing inside. Shots up from Christian Brown, no good. Davis comes down with the rebound. Sanders, nice pass inside to Herbster. See if he can get that one going, and he does. That'll get the big man going. Nice assist that time from Aaron Sanders. I don't know how he saw him. He's in traffic. Outstanding pass. Right into the bread box. And Herbster knew what to do with it. Flashing down the lane is Pearson. Now kicks it back out to Busenitz. Gergen. Into traffic. Mayhack got a hand on it. Avoids the foul, and that's a travel. Yeah. Travel called. Some performance going on. SaberCats coaching staff helping out on that call, and the official didn't appreciate the assist. Just trying to be helpful. Here's Davis flashing down the lane. Nice find from Moultrie, but he can't get that one to go. Man, that is a tough catch and shoot as the defense collapses. There's Gergen across the line. Pearson. Boyer for three. No good. Long. Aaron Sanders is there to tip it away. He collects his own rebound. He's got options. He flies into the zone. 1-2 into the rim. Oh, it won't go down. Herbster battling for the rebound. It's going to be off the Eagles, out of bounds, as Herbster with a good battle underneath with Carson Odell. And with the size advantage, it's off Odell out of bounds and 22 on the shot clock for the SaberCats to draw within one or to tie it up with a three. Here's Davis. Finds Herbster again underneath, and he's blocked. Nice play that time by Noah Boyer to deny Herbster, who had good position. And Pearson's shot, no good. Davis there with great position, good box out, and he comes down with a strong rebound. Here's Mayhack. Mayhack thought about getting it down there to Herbster. Now he drives down the lane, sidesteps the defender, rolls it up and in, no good. Davis there for the offensive board, finds Herbster, flies down the lane and lays it in. Nice bucket that time by Malachi Herbster. And good team ball. Gets the SaberCats to within one. Malachi Herbster called for a foul as Brendan Caldwell checks in with Cooper. So Mayhack and Herbster take a seat. Woodward checks in for Moultrie. Davis and Sanders stay on the floor. Into the corner. Takes the shot, now drives it in. Gergen over to Pearson, drives baseline, steps out of bounds. No, gonna call a foul. Gonna call Josh Davis with the hand check. Jared Conable into the ball game for the Eagles, gets the pass inbounded, now kicks it out. Short, long rebound, contested, but Pearson comes away with it. And here's Boyer. Gergen inside. Nice long shot that time by Gergen. Three-pointer is good. And now the lead is 4. Just under 6 to play. Woodward back out to Caldwell. Gets it to Sanders. Sanders drives, loses a handle a little bit, now picks it up. That's a double dribble, they didn't call it. And he goes all the way down the lane and scores. Maybe the defender touched it, I don't know. Give him the benefit of the doubt. Woodward with a cheap foul on the other end. At least slows him down a little bit as Pearson was driving towards the basket. First foul on Woodward. A little question on the scoreboard as to how many fouls there are in the team fouls. You say that's only 2 fouls. Second foul for the SaberCats. I know there's been more than that, so something's off. I can count them in my head, just the ones I remember. An offensive foul, and Herbster has a foul, and now Woodward has a foul, so that's at least 3. Long shots up, no good. Double team in the corner, and it's off the Eagles. Nice defense that time by Cooper and Woodward combining to double team Pearson in the corner, and he gives it up. Sanders lets it roll in as they consider. Now he picks it up, and the shot clock and game clock will begin. Sidlinger set to check back in for the Eagles at the next stoppage. Here's Sanders on the baseline. Fires from three. I think he shot that and then looked. A no-looker three-pointer. Little backcourt defense. Now he backs off. That's going to be an offensive foul on Jared Conable. I think Jared Conable is the goalkeeper for their soccer team, so somebody from Faith can comment if I'm right about that. But now that I think about it, I'm definitely right about that. I didn't get a real close look at him from the soccer field. We were at about the half field line, but I'm pretty sure that's the case. If that is the case, that dude has a big boot. He could kill the ball with his punts. He was a pretty good goalkeeper in those two matchups in the soccer season. As Moultrie goes between the legs, crosses it over, and buries the three-pointer. Faye's coach says, hey, he's 250 pounds. How do you think he ended up on the floor? He didn't go there by himself. That's a direct quote. So, in case you think I'm making that up. That shot's long. Tracked down by Boyer. Down low to Sidlinger. Goes to work on Cooper. Now back out. Here's Pearson, 4 seconds on the shot clock. Loses a handle. Shot clock violation, and with the kick, the Eagles turn it over. Good defense by the SaberCats, swarming and preventing a good shot opportunity that time. And they will take a 1-point lead here and see if they can extend on it. Pretty good crowd in the house now. Afternoon classes are complete in this early afternoon ball game. Caldwell made a good move and then floated it across for Moultrie, who didn't quite see it coming. And it goes out of bounds, a little miscommunication. Out to Pearson. He drives the lane, puts it up. Good shot, but it won't go. Bouncing around. Moultrie's going to come away with it. And he a little fancy on the dribble and lost his handle. Got it back, gets it to Woodward. Good for him. Now Woodward drives towards the hoop, puts it up. They're going to say it was on the floor. Foul's on the floor. They should be in the bonus at this point. Okay. All right, now I'm realizing why the fouls look like they were. They're opposite of the column that they're in on the scoreboard. So that's the fourth team foul for the Eagles. And the sixth for the SaberCats. So the Eagles are in the bonus and the SaberCats are not quite yet. All right, inbounded to Herbster. Knocked away, and Pearson brings it ahead. Sidlinger. Gergen wide open for three. Long three is good. And with that, the Eagles take a 2-point lead. 3 minutes now here in the first half. Knocked away. Herbster's pass was poor. Telegraphed. Now to Gergen again for three. That was no good. Down to the floor. And Herbster goes down on it. And the possession arrow is going to give it back to the Eagles. Maranatha couldn't corral the rebound until it got to the floor, and then it got tied up as Odell checks in for Pearson and Jed Mahak back in for the SaberCats. So on the floor, the starters, Davis, Herbster, Mayhack, Sanders, and Moultrie. Boyer in the corner. Now Sidlinger. Deep three if it's good. No good. Mayhack couldn't get around. He had good offensive position and a long rebound. Went away from him. Down low to Odell. He's surrounded, now tied up by Moultrie, who leveraged it loose. Here's Odell for three. That's no good. Sidlinger gets the rebound. Blocked by Herbster. Herbster comes away with it. Great defense by Malachi Herbster. And now Aaron Sanders brings it ahead quickly. He's got Odell on his hip. Goes up, and he's fouled. They'll shoot two from the line, fouled by Carson Odell. Jensen checks back in. Not sure why they allowed that substitution. Normally they're pretty strict on that. Rattles out on the second, unable to tie the score. That would have been a good one to make. Here's Boyer flashing into the lane, turns, shoots, and it's good off the glass. Nice little play that time by Boyer. Noah Boyer, a sophomore from Ottumwa, Iowa, a place that I have been, as Jensen is fouled again by Carson Odell. And this will put the SaberCats into the bonus on the next foul. I traveled to Ottumwa, Iowa in the summer of 1995. I remember it well. The Maranatha Messengers Ensemble. We were in Iowa for about 6 weeks out of 12, I think. Sanders for three, no good. That was a frustrating 6 weeks, too. I'm telling you, between ping-ponging around from Iowa and Nebraska, knowing that our ultimate destination was the beautiful state of Colorado and then ultimately to California, where none of us had ever been. We were anxious to get there and stuck in the cornfields of Iowa for a long time. As Davis comes down with that long rebound. Here's Sanders ahead. Looking for options. Now gets it to Moultrie. Moultrie to the top of the key. Fires. No good. 1 minute left. Down by 3 here in the first. Nice play that time by Jace Gergen. Sophomore from Ankeny, graduate of Ankeny Christian Academy. Moultrie will hold, try and run down the shot clock. Not sure why. Davis, now Sanders from deep from three, had a nice spot up for it. They're going to call Davis on the push. And so 1-1 at the other end with 14.7 left in the first half, up by 5. After all that, I'm not sure that was the shot that the SaberCats were looking for, unless it had gone in which case they'd have said that was the plan. Gergen's good on the first. Gergen converts a pair and puts the Eagles up by 7. 14 seconds left. The clock never started on the inbound, and so we should be taking a second off, and yet the inbound itself is a delay. So we'll take one more second off the clock, 12.7 for the SaberCats to try and take some momentum into the locker room. Lofted in for Davis. Got time now, you got time. Settle down, Sanders shoots, no good. Davis skies for the rebound, can't get it. And the Eagles come away with it. Here's Odell. Throws up the last second shot and it almost goes in. Acrobatic jumper at the buzzer, doesn't go. So the Eagles will take a 7-point lead into the halftime locker room. Stay tuned, we have some halftime competitions as a year-long supply of Pizza Ranch on the line with the student competition as a half-court shot opportunity. So 4 tickets will be drawn randomly. We had the same contest at the girls' game. And no team, Aaron Sanders with 11 for the SaberCats. And the SaberCats will open with possession. Moultrie quickly to work here, trying to find Herbster on the roll. Instead, back out to Davis, who hands off to Moultrie. Moultrie back to Herbster now at the top of the key. Nothing doing for Davis underneath. Now to Mayhack in the corner. Let's say Jed stepped on the sideline, and the SaberCats turn it over. Good movement, though, on the offense that time. Didn't produce a shot. Here's Gergen. Air ball. Lands on the baseline, and the SaberCats will take over. Down low to Malachi Herbster on the baseline. He stumbles, and with that, it will be called for the travel. I'm scanning the crowd for celebrities. We have Stephen Wilkerson, former SaberCats standout in the house, as Pearson pours in that bucket and extends the lead to 10. Wilkerson living down in Birmingham now. Davis for 3, no good. Herbster's there for the rebound, and a crowd gets it out to Moultrie for another opportunity. They'll reset, now to Mayhack. Sanders looking for a little space, steps back. Here's Mayhack. Nice dish, and they're going to call an offensive foul on Mayhack as he flew into the lane. Herbster hurt his wrist on some sort of collision in the paint. Sidlinger hands it off. Little seam develops, drives the lane, no good. Had a good look at it, did James Busenitz. Sanders gets it to Herbster, who throws it up, no good, fouled. Sanders on the floor, pulled up. And it looks like Herbster will go to the line for 2. First shot is long, bounces out. Also in the crowd, Melissa Chapman, who is the director of Kitty Campus, the premier child care facility in Watertown, Wisconsin. Sidlinger goes to work into the paint, now kicks it out. Back for Pearson, jump shot, good. Lead is 11. Mayhack's shot goes long. Huge block that time by Herbster. Denied Pearson an opportunity. Boyer's shot no good. Davis comes down with the rebound. Baseline pass interrupted by Busenitz. Goes out of bounds. The SaberCats 21 seconds left on the shot clock. Inbounded to Davis. Spins, finds Moultrie. Little seam. Shot looked good for a long time. And Sanders is going to be called for the foul on Jace Gergen coming out of the backcourt. Blocked again. Nice block again by Malachi Herbster, and Moultrie comes away with it. Sanders goes up strong to the rim and scores. Got a step on his defender, and there's a fast break point. Really the first fast break bucket of the game for the SaberCats. And we're pretty well into the second half already. Nice defense again. Sanders blocks it away. Pearson frustrated. Boyer in the paint. Spins it out for Pearson for three. No good, and Herbster got a hand on it but couldn't collect it. Jumps over the bench and is going to go out of bounds. The Eagles will retain possession with 9 seconds left on the shot clock. A couple of subs check in. Carson Odell for the Eagles. And Dylan Woodward for the SaberCats. Woodward, a freshman from Anaheim, California. We're going to give him 20 left on the shot clock. Odell looks down, confirms he's got the three range. Shot rims out. But Sidlinger taps it away. Now Sidlinger for three. That's no good. Herbster battling for the rebound. It's off Pearson and out of bounds for the SaberCats to take over. Pearson's face on the last 3-4 calls has just been absolute disagreement, we'll put it that way. Moultrie drives to his left, nothing doing. Now back to Mayhack, looking for Herbster underneath. Three's no good. Woodward snuck in, got a hand on it, but Odell comes away with it. SaberCats are back well on defense. Now hard contact in the lane as Gergen drove to the rim, and Herbster goes up to contest, fouled him hard, and Gergen will shoot two. Both guys all right. Cooper checks in for the SaberCats. Jed Mayhack takes a seat. And Gergen completes the pair. Entry pass interrupted by Odell. He comes away with it. Heads straight to the wing. Now back out for Gergen, and it's an air ball. I think he may have had too much time and space. Thought about it too much. Pearson checks out. Probably a wise move. His frustration factor is pretty high right now. Christian Brown checks in for him. Woodward's got a little step, then closed off quickly by Odell. Moultrie, screen from Herbster, now to Woodward, 8 seconds on the shot. At the baseline, Cooper, got to shoot. Finds Herbster, nice dish. They'll call Cooper on the charge. Carson Odell had position. That's a tough call. Nice dish by Cooper. Found Herbster, finally got him loose underneath. But the shot is waved away. And so the SaberCats still down by 11. Knocked away by Woodward and Cooper. Now ahead to Cooper. Got a step. Lays it in. Another fast break bucket for the SaberCats. Draws them within 9. Travel called on Sidlinger. Chance for the SaberCats to close the lead even further as Jensen checks in, as does Sanders. So in the SaberCats Invitational Tournament this last weekend, Valley Christian from Santa Maria, California was here and took away all the hardware. They won the whole thing. Men's team and their women's team both won the championship game. And they played against the Maranatha Academy in the finals of each of those games. The Sanders is fouled hard by Gergen. Gergen quickly over to apologize and help Sanders back to his feet. Now he'll step away for Boyer and Pearson back in. Sanders on the wing. Fakes, now drives inside. Boyer is there. Sanders has got to get it away, then he does. Davis, Sanders' screen. Back to Cooper. Cooper from 3. Got it! 2 in a row from Ethan Cooper. His first year on the basketball team, he's been a standout. I'm sorry, his second year on the basketball team. He's played soccer for the first time this year. And so the two-sport athlete nails the deep 3. Get it down low to number 3, Christian Brown, but he's defensed by Jensen. Turned away. Now Odell finds himself in. They're going to say there was a foul on Woodward. Couple extra steps that time, but the foul given. Sometimes it's hard to tell if the foul caused the extra steps or if the extra steps would have happened anyway. .15 on the shot clock. Odell for 3. No good. Woodward skies in and grabs the board. Now it's ripped away from him by Pearson. And several players have their hands on it. Woodward down underneath them all, hoping not to get stepped on. And guess who? In frustration once again, it's Jared Pearson. Pearson plays with some passion. Freshman from Aberdeen, South Dakota, Northern Plains Christian. See if he can shake it off. Regain his composure. He's a good player. Throws it in off the inbound. No good. Jensen comes away with the rebound. Long cross-court pass to Davis. He'll shoot from 3. Goes up, hits the hardware, and out of bounds. Turned it over. Here's Boyer. Inbounds to Odell. Lead is 6. Would have been nice to have that 3. Down low to Brown. Another foul is going to be called underneath on Jensen. With the legs? Okay. I thought that's what you were supposed to do. Pearson, no good again. Rebounded by Odell. Tries to get it out, but Jensen tracks it down in the corner. Now he's harassed by Odell. I'm going to say it hit the baseline after Odell touched it. And so full court pressure now applied by the Eagles. But the SaberCats have a chance to close the margin. Sanders picked up his dribble and didn't have anywhere to go. Mayhack comes back to help him out. And they'll get it to Jensen down in the corner. He goes to work on the baseline, and he's fouled by Christian Brown. Back into the game, Herbster and Moultrie check in for Sanders and Jensen. For Faith, Jace Gergen checks in. Now they have 6. Now Carson Odell retreats. Moultrie. Woodward keeps his dribble. 3 on the shot. Moultrie, with time expiring on the shot clock, pours in a three-pointer and closes the lead to just 3 for the Eagles. Momentum has definitely swung to the SaberCats' direction. Pearson silences the crowd with that deep 2. They're going to give him 3. My bad. Lead is 6. Cooper back to Mayhack. He'll shoot from 3. He likes that spot. That one won't go. Rebounded by Brown. And they'll come away with it. Pearson driving in. Mayhack stops him from scoring, but commits the foul. That's 3 on Mayhack. Josh Davis checks in for Mayhack. Pearson gets the second to go. Now full court pressure applied by the Eagles. Woodward at midcourt, knocked away, gets it back. Now finds Herbster, goes to the rack, strong, and pours it in. Quickly ahead to Pearson, who's blocked by Cooper. What defense was that? Oh my, and without committing the foul, he blocks the fast break layup. Here's Woodward for 3. Can't get it to go. Boy, they wanted that one bad. He had a good positioning, and with the wide open shot, they thought he'd pour it in. Instead, the Eagles will take it back. Here's Pearson for 3. That's no good. Rebounded by Sidlinger, puts it up and in. And just like that, the Eagles extend to 8. Seems like it's now or never for the SaberCats. They're going to get back into this game. Cooper has it knocked away by Sidlinger. Now back, Woodward cuts out the fast break, but it goes off his leg, out of bounds, and the Eagles will inbound from the sideline. Inside to Pearson. Woodward's got it on the floor. Goes down, tries to tie him up. He gets it away. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Sidlinger from 3, no good. Wild shot. Moultrie comes down with the rebound. Sidlinger's the biggest guy on the floor at 6'7". He does have that range, though. Here's Herbster underneath. His pass too strong for Cooper. Goes off his hands, out of bounds into the student section. And with that, Sanders will check in for Ethan Cooper. Sanders with 13 leads SaberCats scorers. Jared Pearson with 16. Chase Gergen with 15 for the Eagles. That's primarily where their offense has come from this afternoon. The Eagles will call timeout and take a bit of a lead here with 8-point lead. Just over 9 minutes to play left in this ball game.
Start here at Maranatha Baptist University.
Sidlinger inbounds. Davis jumps the route but can't get there quite in time. Here's Boyer. Sanders comes away with it. Woodward's jumper from the elbow. No good. And we got to have those. Hecker charged. Davis gets the call. Or was it Boyer that time? Looks like it was. Noah Boyer called for the foul. Might have been right the first time. Maranatha breaks the press without the ball even hitting the floor. That's good passing. Moultrie is feeling it, in and out. Davis grabs the rebound, tries to outlet it back to Moultrie. Scrambles for it, gets it on the floor, now drives into the rim, blocked by Sidlinger, out of bounds. 14 seconds left on the shot clock. Moultrie had a good idea, aggressively went to the basket, but couldn't elevate over Caleb Sidlinger, 6'7" junior from LeClaire, Iowa. The conference ensues with the officials. So we're going to give them 27 seconds on the shot clock. Inbounded to Herbster. Goes to work in the lane. He's got Davis. And Herbster with a strong bucket underneath. Sanders interrupts that pass. It was ambitious at best. Sanders called for an offensive foul. That's a hard one to take. There's no way in the world that Gergen was anywhere near set. He was contesting for the ball in full speed motion running back towards the basket. I don't know how you end up with an offensive foul on a collision like that. It's kind of crazy. Pearson's long three, no good. Malachi Herbster comes away with that rebound. Get it to Sanders. Sanders gets Sidlinger on his hip. Now they'll reset. Woodward from Moultrie, bobbles a bit, then shoots. Scores! Three-pointer from Caleb Moultrie is good. Man, that is so tough. When you don't catch it cleanly, to get a good grip and then rip it for three. Moultrie goes for the reach in and commits the foul. First time in history a basketball player admits they fouled a guy. I think he was right, though. It was a hard one. Here's Gergen. First shot's up and good. In and out on the second. Davis rips down the board. Moultrie's pass nearly picked off, but now they find Herbster underneath. Woodward was cutting towards the basket, and Herbster's pass errant and out of bounds. Probably one pass too many. Herbster had an opportunity to go up strong with it, was trying to be unselfish, find Woodward for the wide open baseline look. But it floats out of bounds, and then Woodward will take a seat. Jed Mayhack back into the ball game. You got Mayhack, Davis, Herbster, Sanders, and Moultrie on the floor for the SaberCats. There's Gergen into the lane. Blocked! Blocked away by Josh Davis, no relation. Now Sanders double teamed under his basket and fouled. Fouled by 44. Noah Boyer. Not quite yet into the bonus. And so the SaberCats will inbound once again. Mayhack and Moultrie back to assist and break in the press. Now Sanders brings it around, finds Moultrie, gets it across, finds Davis on the baseline. Now back to Sanders. Mayhack drives down the lane. Good defense by Pearson. No, not Pearson. James Busenitz is the one who got his hand on that one. And it rattles out of bounds off the SaberCats, and the Eagles will inbound. Seems like the SaberCats should be the ones pressing right now, down by 4, 6 minutes left. Pearson into the lane, got Sanders on him. Now back, Sidlinger, 4 seconds left on the clock. No, there's not. The student section's trying to trick him. Unsuccessful in doing so. But Boyer turns it over and Sanders grabs it. Now he's looking for room. Goes straight into the lane. Up off the glass. Charging foul called on Sanders. 2 other guys fouled Aaron Sanders, but they're going to call Aaron Sanders on the foul on Jace Gergen. And that's 3 fouls on him. Tough contact. Always a tough call. There were 3 people defending that play. 2 of them fouled Sanders. Sanders fouled the other guy, and he draws the whistle. So with that, we'll take a timeout with the SaberCats down by 4, 5:37 left in the contest. Eagles 45, SaberCats 41.
Our students make great teachers. It's because of professionals like Dr. Chris Lincoln, whose 19 years of experience in lower and upper elementary.
SaberCats come out with pressure as predicted. I'm like the Tony Romo of Maranatha basketball. Oh boy, trapped in the corner. Gets it away to Pearson in the corner, drives baseline. If you're going to foul him, don't let him shoot the basket. On the continuation, Pearson gets to the line with a chance for a three-point play. Brendan Caldwell swears to me that his shoes are not peach, but rather light orange. I'm not so sure about that. Sanders harassed, now helped by Moultrie. They'll get it across the line just in time. Moultrie, stutter step, gets to the baseline. Now back to Sanders, who's double teamed. Trapped, gets out of it all by himself, gets to the hoop, and fouled by Pearson, I believe. Yes, fouled by Jared Pearson. That's just his first foul of the afternoon, but Sanders will shoot 2 from the line with his ball club down by 6. Busy night here on campus. We've had the women's game already where the SaberCats came out victorious over the Eagles ladies earlier tonight. Now we have this men's game. We'll see how that turns out. Then later, a couple of ball games for Maranatha Baptist Academy will play. Continuing a long streak of games. Sanders tapped it away in the backcourt but couldn't get the ball away. And now Gergen out into the corner to Sidlinger for 3 is good. The Academy on a stretch of 7 games in 8 days, 6 games in 8 days. Played every day except Sunday and Wednesday as is policy. Charging foul called on Caldwell. Are you kidding me? Underneath, away from the ball, an offensive foul. Just with the contact, they're going to call Caldwell. So not a very good rotation that time from Caldwell coming in off the bench, got to admit. Davis comes back in, and Malachi Herbster. SaberCats wrestle it away, and now Sanders finds Moultrie in the corner. Picks it up off the floor, scoops it around, no good. Clatters into the corner again and saved from going out. Pearson gets ahead to Sidlinger. Stutter step, no travel. Back out front to Gergen. Gergen is harassed by Moultrie and then fouled. Moultrie says, hey, I didn't initiate the contact, but nonetheless called for the foul. The SaberCats will call timeout, down by 9, 4:21 left to play. They've been close, brought it into within 5, but they just can't break that ice of getting it any closer than that here in the second half. We'll see if they can keep the momentum and get back in this ball game to close it out. 4:21 left, down 50-41. Jace Gergen at the line for the Eagles. Chance to extend on a 9-point lead with 4:21 left here in this ball game. Pours in the first. Gives him 17 on the afternoon. Jared Pearson leads the Eagles with 20. Caleb Sidlinger contributing 8 more. For the SaberCats, Sanders still with 13, Moultrie with 12. Malachi Herbster has 9 as Gergen's second free throw rattles in. Moultrie rolls it down to Herbster, goes to work, tries to get it back out, tapped out of bounds by Boyer. Inbound stolen by Boyer. Sidlinger had to throw it up, wildly goes up and off the glass and recovered by Boyer. That's not what the SaberCats wanted to see after they used the entire shot clock, ran a bunch of time off, and then got 20 more as Chase Gergen lays it home. Sanders into the lane, throws it away. Only 4 assists in this ball game for the SaberCats. Terrible. That's terrible. Davis, acrobatic rebound, tracks it down, and then Sidlinger fouls Sanders. And he will go to the line for 1 and 1. Sanders just 3 for 6 from the free throw line. Not quite the percentage that we'd like to see. Overall, the SaberCats shooting 50% from the free throw line as a team. And he fails to convert the 1 and 1. Ten-second violation as the SaberCats defense keeps the Eagles from crossing the timeline, and they'll turn it over. Timeout is called, 2:42 left. The lead is 13. SaberCats better wake up offensively if they're going to get back in this ballgame.
This will allow the warm for the high school seeds to begin quickly. Once again, please do not congregate on the court so the high school seeds can begin warm-ups. Thank you.
SaberCats lost badly to the Emmaus. I got to think about what their mascot is. Eagles? Seems like they're the Eagles too. I got to think about that. I might have to look it up or ask our awesome SID to text me that information. They lost 60-79 earlier in the season, but that was in November before the team really took shape. We'll see if they can pull off an upset win away at Emmaus on Thursday. Another North Region matchup. It's kind of like North Region week here for the SaberCats athletic teams. Sanders will inbound from the sideline, dodging nachos and spectators. Inbounds to Davis. Davis goes straight to the rim. Goes up strong. Can't get it to go. A lot of contact, but no call. And now Davis reaches in, stops the clock. And James Busenitz will go to the line for the Eagles. I was right. They are also the Eagles. Eagles being the accurate mascot for a Christian college if you're looking for just basic generic non-confrontational mascot type choice. Patriots also acceptable. Herbster fouled on the interior pass. He'll go to the line. All right, Malachi, please make this free throw. Thank you, sir. All you got to do is ask. Those shots look good. Moultrie checks out. Sanders back in. Pearson's trapped in the corner. Now gets it away to Gergen. Malachi Herbster in a race to the corner, but Gergen in no hurry to get it to the hoop. He's fouled. Third foul on Cooper. Moultrie checks back in. Somebody's got to shoot here. What they're waiting on. Sidlinger's too tall. Sanders can't shoot over him. And now Sidlinger's long arms gets in there and disrupts the pass. And they'll play keep away now. Spread the floor. Sidlinger drives in, kicks it out. And finally the foul is called. Called on Davis. Sidlinger goes to the floor. And Coach Borkart asked for time. 1:29 left on the clock. Lead is 14. Tough road ahead here for the SaberCats in a game they really ought to have been more competitive, to be honest. Let it get away from them. Been kind of the rule this season, as they've let a couple of games that slip away that probably should have been more closely contested at the very least. We'll see if they can turn things around on Thursday at Emmaus. Sidlinger, good on the first. No good on the second, and Davis comes out with a long rebound. Sanders comes ahead. Moultrie for three, contested at the line. No good. Davis there. He's fouled on the rebound attempt. Boy, Caleb Moultrie just rose high up over that outstretched arms of the defender to get that shot away. Nearly went in. Cooper checks in for Herbster. His shot's up, no good. Cooper gets the rebound, tracks it in. He stepped on the end line. They'll turn it over. Woodward, get back up there. We're doing a full court press. All right. Just barely across the timeline. Out of Boyer in the corner. Now they have to foul. Sanders drives into the lane, goes up, blocked by Sidlinger. Second opportunity up and fouled. He'll shoot two. Cooper and Woodward check back in for defense. Following the shot. Rolls in the first. I guess that was the second. Now it's in for Gergen. Faith will let the shot clock run out, turn it over. No fouls called. Now line change for the SaberCats. Murtis, Price, Jensen, Justice Morrison, and Brendan Caldwell check back in. Finish out this game. 5 new Eagles check back in as well. Point scorers for both teams, the leaders. See if we can look that up. Sanders with 14 for the SaberCats. Moultrie stuck on 12 for the last 12 minutes, which is unfortunate as he's on a career milestone that we'll announce next time. And that's how the game will end, with the Eagles sticking it to the SaberCats today. They'll win 59-44. High scorer for the Eagles, 22 points for Jace Gergen. 21 for Jared Pearson. Caleb Moultrie had a good game, but he got stuck on the 12 points there. Malachi